Horoscope for Virgo, Saturday, 25 April 2026. Welcome to CosmologicaLab. You feel that pressure in the air, Virgo? It's like the cosmos is tensioning a rope, a constant vibrato that doesn't let you be completely calm. It is not a tension that seeks to break you, but one that invites you to recognize that balance is not something that is found, but something that is built with will. Today, the sky presents you with an intriguing challenge. On the one hand, there is a caress of tenderness and dreams with that sextile between Venus and Neptune, a promise that beauty is there, waiting to be seen. But on the other hand, the moon is in a dance of tension, quadrating Venus and Uranus, reminding you that the unexpected can shake your certainties at any moment. It's a day of deep contrasts, where the clarity of your Virgo mind faces the fog of the emotional. That energy of order search, so characteristic of your essence, manifests itself today in your own body as a need for near-surgical precision. In the absence of active planets that drastically alter your vitality, you feel that your body is a temple awaiting instructions. It is that feeling that, although there is no great burst of energy, your body asks for a structure, a routine that is impeccable. You feel the firmness of your own sign, Virgo, as a solid base, but with a slight alertness on your shoulders, as if you were waiting for a signal to start moving. It is a day to inhabit with consciousness, to notice how each breath returns you to the center, without haste, but with a silent discipline. Taking this energy to the professional terrain and your resources, the panorama becomes fascinating and, at the same time, complex. Imagine that you are in front of the screen of your computer, reviewing a balance or an important contract, and suddenly, a series of quick and multiple thoughts cross your mind. With Mercury, Mars, Saturn, and Neptune moving together in the area of your shared resources and deep finances, communication about money, debts, or investments becomes intense. You may receive an email, perhaps a bit confusing or cagant, that forces you to analyze each word. Gemini's energy in this area gives you amazing mental agility to find solutions, but Saturn's presence requires you not to ignore technical details. This is not the time to launch yourself blindly, but to use that analytical ability to structure what seems chaotic. You might feel the pressure of a negotiation or the need to organize a shared budget with someone else. And even though the idea of an unexpected debt or spending may generate a small knot in the stomach, the key is in the strategy. If you have ongoing projects, Jupiter's influence on your area of social projects and Saturn's structure tells you that expansion will only be sustainable if it has outgoing bases. Don't look for the shortcut, look for solidity. If we look now at your well-being and daily habits, the transformation is knocking at your door in a very profound way. Pluto is present in your area of routine, and this is not something you should ignore. It is not a simple need to clean your desk. It is an invitation to total purification. You can feel an almost visceral urge to change a habit that no longer serves you, as if a part of you were getting rid of an old skin. Maybe it's time to change your diet radically or transform your sleep schedule. It's as if, by organizing your schedule, you realize that there are elements that just don't fit into your new version anymore. Don't be afraid if you feel that this process is intense or even a bit exhausting. It's Pluto's regeneration process acting on your day-to-day. Take advantage of this energy to implement a small change, something as simple as preparing a nutritious dinner calmly, enjoying the natural flavors, to show you that you have control over your own self-care. If we get into your emotional world and the way you bond with each other, the scenario is of a transformative intensity. There's a mix of what you share with others and what you keep for yourself. With Mercury, Mars, Saturn, and Neptune activating your deeper ties, conversations with your partner or close people can become very dense, almost as if you were trying to decipher an enigma. You could have a deep talk, maybe having a coffee, where topics that had been latent are put on the table. Jupiter's presence in your sphere of friendships and groups offers you a haven, a space of expansion where your friends can be that light of optimism you need when the intensity of intimate bonds becomes too heavy. However, be careful with the moon in tension. You might feel a disconnect with someone you love or a little disappointment over a message that doesn't come as you expected. It's not a lack of affection. It's just the energy of the moon asking you to learn how to manage emotional uncertainty. The key today is honest but soft communication, preventing Gemini's speed from becoming a hurtful word. As for your intellectual growth and your vision of the world, the universe is opening you up to amazing horizontals. The Sun, Venus, and Uranus are illuminating your area of mental expansion, studies, and philosophy of life. It's like, all of a sudden, a light bulb lights up in your mind while you read a book or listen to a podcast. You can experience that mental click, an epiphany that changes your perspective on something you thought you knew. The energy of Sagittarius here is expansive. It invites you to dream big, to look beyond the immediate. But look, the presence of Uranus also brings the unexpected. A brilliant idea can come out of nowhere, or a sudden change in your learning plans can force you to adapt. It is a moment of great intellectual creativity, where your mind is like a clear sky that is suddenly traversed by a relay of light. Take the opportunity to investigate what you are passionate about, to allow your intuition, nourished by the moon in your most private area, to guide you to new truths. If today you feel you need to do a ritual, I propose attention alchemy to release the burden that the moon and Mercury are bringing to your day. It is a simple process to transmute irritation into clarity. Find a small piece of paper and a pen. Write in it as honestly as possible what is giving you friction today. That recurring thought, that little annoyance with a colleague, or that doubt about your finances. Once written, visualize how a pure white light disintegrates those words, dissolving the weight they have on you. Break the paper into very small pieces, almost as if it were dust, and place them in the trash, symbolizing that energy no longer has power over your present. To finish, wash your hands with fresh water and some soap, imagining that the water drags any residue of that tension, leaving you with clean hands and renewed spirit. To accompany your mental energy during the day, I propose the light blue color. This tone helps to calm the mental noise and bring the serenity that Mercury and the moon need today to not disperse. You don't need to buy anything new. If you have a notebook of this color, a cup, or even if you can use a blue wallpaper on your mobile, that will be enough. Use it as a small visual anchor. Every time you look at it, remember that you have the ability to keep calm in the middle of the storm. Remember that the most important thing is not the object itself, but the intention you put in using it as a reminder of your own balance. Trust in your ability to navigate these deep waters, for at the end of the day, you will come out with a wisdom you did not previously possess. Have a nice day, dear Virgo. Subscribe to CosmologicaLab so you don't miss the next video. Give it a like if it resonated with you, and let us know in the comments what you thought. See you in the next video.